Meghan Markle is tipped to choose her wedding dress from British label Ralph Russo, whose satin and lace gowns start at £30,000. Which couturier has been picked to create Meghan Markle's wedding dress is the biggest question in the fashion world. And now a royal insider may have revealed the answer. Meghan has chosen Ralph Russo, the source claims. If the well-placed informant is correct, the decision by Prince Harry's bride to select a British brand would provide a welcome boost for this country's fashion industry. The American former actress's decision would also prove lucrative for bookies who stopped taking bets on Alexander McQueen last month after being inundated with punts on the fashion house, which created Kate Middleton's satin and lace bridal gown in 2011. Based in a 7-story Mayfair salon overlooking the gardens of Buckingham Palace, Ralph Russo was the first British fashion house to be invited to the Paris couture shows in a century. With prices starting at £30,000 and customers admitted by appointment only, it could provide the expected combination of royal elegance and Hollywood glamour. It specializes in elaborate couture dresses studded with crystals, feathers, iridescent metallic features and floor-sweeping trains. Adored by A-list Americans such as Beyoncé and Gwyneth Paltrow, Ralph Russo made the skirt suit that Angelina Jolie wore to accept her honorary damehood from the Queen in 2014. Meghan, 36, has already demonstrated her fondness for the duo's handmade creations by wearing a daring transparent gown in her official engagement photos. Priced at a staggering £55,980, the outfit comprised a silk organza skirt, hand-appliqued with silk tulle ruffles, and a sheer bodice decorated with intricate gold feather thread work and beads. Known as couture's coolest couple, Tamara Ralph and Michael Russo were both born in Australia but founded their business with only a sewing machine and an ironing board in London in 2007. Tamara, who is the same age as Meghan, is the daughter and granddaughter of Sydney couturiers. She met Michael, then a financial consultant in London, on her first day on holiday in the capital in 2003. They fell in love and began a long-distance relationship when she returned to Australia. After a year or so, Michael, now 38, phoned to say he'd bought her a flight to London, adding, "It's one way, you leave next week." "So, the next week I packed up and moved," says Tamara. "Then I said, okay, I'm here, what will I do?" Michael told her, "I've thought about that. And I've bought you a sewing machine." Said to be growing by 400% a year, the brand was given a 9-figure valuation when Phones 4U billionaire John Caldwell bought 7% of it in 2014. One thing certain is that the gown Meghan wears at St. George's Chapel, Windsor, will be infinitely more intricate and expensive than her wedding dress when she married her first husband, American film producer Trevor Engelson, in 2011. Then, she opted for a white bohemian-style, strapless floor-length gown with a notch neckline. It was, however, in keeping with the laid-back feel of the ceremony, held on a beach in Jamaica. A Ralph Russo spokesman tells me, "We will be politely declining to comment on this topic." And Kensington Palace officials were similarly discreet. The Smart set's talking about Lord Bristol's new fiancée. After inheriting the aristocracy's most toxic title from his drug-addled brother, the Marquis of Bristol declared that he planned to rebuild the family fortune. Now, Frederick Bristol has the perfect woman to help him restore his dynasty. I can reveal that Fred, the 38-year-old brother of reality TV star Lady Victoria Hervey, pictured together above, is to marry a glamorous American art consultant, Meredith Dunn, left. The wedding will take place in May, one of his friends tells me. Meredith is very intelligent and sensible, so will be a great asset to his family. She's a brave woman joining the Bristol clan. Fred's father, Victor, a thrice-married playboy known as the Reptile, was jailed for jewel theft and had a brief career as an arms dealer. Frederick's half-brother, John, squandered £30 million on drugs, lost the family seat, Quirth House in Suffolk, and died aged 44. Another half-brother, Lord Nicholas Hervey, hanged himself after battling depression. Fred pledged to his father that he would never try drugs. "I kept my promise," he said, adding, "Having two brothers who died made me very aware of how finite life is." Fred, who launched property business Brickowner last year, added, "I'm not going to be pressured into doing anything just because it's expected of me.